Oh! Hey everybody, welcome back to today's YouTube video. If you guys are new here, my name is Tanner Holmes and I'm a 17-year-old outlaw kart and sprint car driver from here in Southern Oregon. And I have been racing up and down the West Coast since I was 5 years old, and just recently in 2016, I started this YouTube channel to document all my experiences in the sport of dirt track racing. We do that through our race day vlogs, we do that through our new podcast that we just launched, Off the Track, through shop videos, and many more things. And one of the small pieces of content that I like to create here on my channel is iRacing videos. Sim racing is something that's very fun to do, and it has actually rose in popularity even more during like 2020, for example, because of the pandemic. A lot of people were trapped at home and all we had were our computers and our steering wheels, so we wanted to do something that involved the competitiveness that we get from racing. And that's where iRacing came into play, and I started making some videos revolving around it and really enjoyed it. And today is a big one for sim racers because actually on the service iRacing, Bristol Dirt Track just was released. And this was just minutes ago, so I got my game updated, and in today's video, we are gonna be giving you guys a first look at the Bristol Dirt Track. We're gonna turn some laps in quite a few different cars, try out some of the different track conditions, and like I said, give you guys a first look of what it's like, and maybe get you interested to try it and race with us for yourself. I did this when Cedar Lake was released, and you guys seemed to enjoy it, so we're gonna do it again today for the Bristol Dirt Track. The first thing that we are gonna be ripping is the 410 wing sprint car. So I just loaded into the Bristol Dirt Track for the first time, and this place looks beautiful. I'm not sure how it's gonna race because the bigger the tracks get, usually the more spread out it is. And I feel that same way in real life as well, not even just talking in sim racing terms. So let's just see what our initial thoughts are. Roll out here on the track, and I think I got it set to about 15%, so a little bit of slick, but I think it should be fun. The banking is insane. Wow, this is actually really cool. I'm assuming the line I'm running is probably the fastest line, but I don't know. Try to go a little bit lower here, see what happens. The apron, I can already tell, is gonna be kinda weird because you can go down there, but I can only imagine how upset the car is gonna be as the night were to go on at a place like this as it gets slicker. Gotta work on being a little smoother. So obviously, when the track's like this for a 410 wing sprint car, it's literally just a dyno session. And it's gonna be all about keeping your car straight. So I know that was just a couple of laps, but hopefully that gives you a little bit of a vibe on what a sprint car, and the fastest wing sprint car out of all of them, kind of is around this place. Let's slicken up the track a little bit, and then we'll come back. So I just went and played with some of the settings in the test, and now I have it set to, I believe, 70%. It's gonna be much slicker, and I'm probably gonna look like a weapon here as we roll out, but I just wanna give you a look at what some of the different track conditions are gonna look like. Obviously, when iRacing does their preset track state, it's not as good as if we were to actually run it in, but here's kind of just a look. I don't even know how hard to run this, really. Oh, that didn't feel too bad. Lifting a little bit in the center. I'm just trying to figure out, where are the limits here. But usually if it's a big track, you can run it pretty hard because how iRacing has their physics and, how the cars drive similar in real life. You have so much wing speed and your car is, I can only imagine what it's like running at Bristol in real life. But this is kind of feeling comfortable. That's probably the fence. Now, I know this probably isn't going to work, but what happens if we were to just drive it wide open through the slick? I did lift a little bit there, but that wasn't bad. Wow. And that maybe was even faster. Huh, so maybe like a slider line is gonna be pretty good here. That's a couple laps, and yeah, that was even faster. So the top of the speedway, I guess, was not the fastest line there, which actually makes sense, and it probably just depends on you know, how iRacing does their preset track states. But overall, that was cool. Now we're gonna really get up on the wheel. We're gonna try a non-wing sprint car. So for all my close followers and fans, you guys know I'm an open wheel guy. I love wing sprint cars, non-wing sprint cars. We don't have as much non-wing stuff here on the West Coast, but I'm still a pretty big fan of them. So we're gonna try the non-wing out right now, and then I'll probably go to midgets. But I don't think in today's video we'll do the late models, one, because I don't wanna embarrass myself, or modifieds, but I'm sure they'll race around here cool as well. We're gonna kind of stick to the open wheel stuff. This is the Bristol setup with with like 8 gallons of fuel in. I didn't even know what to do differently to my setup that I had, and so I figured I would just throw the one they have on in the game and see how it rips. This is kind of cool. This is definitely more fun than the wing car. Non-wing is so awesome in iRacing. Probably my favorite to run. I don't even know if this is the fast lane, but also to mention, the track state is set to about 40%. So I'm trying a bunch of different track states with different cars to kind of see, you know, how they are. You can just bury it. I'm in the fence. Okay, well that was I guess if you could say a little bit more of an adrenaline rush for iRacing, because the non-wing cars don't have the wing on top to really keep the car in control. It's a little bit more in the seat of the driver. But that was fun. I could see myself running a race with that for sure, and trying a couple different track states to see what would, you know, be the raciest. So now we've transitioned into the midget. I have no idea how these things are gonna turn laps around here. I kinda actually would say these probably aren't gonna race that good. Maybe more single file, but maybe it'd be cool if it got slick enough. I really don't run the midgets as much as I probably should. And just like the non-wing car, because I have no idea what I would be doing. In the wing car, I have an idea kinda maybe for setup, but these things I don't, so I just, you know, threw on the Bristol baseline to see what it would kinda come out to, and I mean, I've only done 2 or 3 corners, but it feels all right. Just like the 410 wing sprint car, this is probably gonna be a dyno session. Once you get other guys out here though, you'll find unique lines that are faster. People will find stuff as the track changes. So I will give them that, but after running a couple different cars, I do think iRacing did a phenomenal job, and I'm pumped that they brought Bristol Dirt to the game to kind of give us something different to try out. Let's see what happens if we were to dive in on the apron here. Oh wow, that might make it interesting. That really didn't upset the car. So the slide jobs here at Bristol might be pretty massive if you can figure out how to make that inside berm stick. So we're gonna finish off the video with one more thing. Ben is here because we were up shooting some of our podcasts for Off the Track, and he wants to try a cup car. So we're gonna let him sit in the seat and he'll give us a little bit of feedback on that. I think these are gonna, like, you're gonna be able to throw some pretty sick slide jobs.
Same.
Like I was saying, when someone develops a setup for these things, it's gonna be game over. It's these baseline setups just really aren't it, though.
Or rod checking it down the stretch. There we go.
That didn't look bad. My poor wheel, dude.
How about the flick in?
Wow, that was perfect. You're flying. Oh!
The slick. Let me turn a couple more. I think we're getting it.
Oh. Well, that's pretty cool.
A little tight.
Oh.
You really gotta flick it in. If you're not sideways getting in, you're just gonna wash up.
Oh!
That's pretty difficult, but I think, like you said, if we get a setup on that, it's gonna be good.
Game changing. Well, thank you, Bennett, for helping me out there at the end. That is gonna end today's video. Like I said, a first look at Bristol, nothing too fancy. We just wanted to turn some laps in a couple different vehicles to see how Bristol would be, maybe what the different track conditions would look like. And since it's pretty hot right now, we'll probably make another video with an actual race on it. I gotta see maybe if it's gonna pop up in the official series, or maybe get a couple of my buddies on here, and like I said, we'll do a race. Comment down below what vehicle you want to see more of. We do a little bit of iRacing stuff here on the YouTube channel, so we like to bring that every so often, like occasions like this. So we have the Red Bluff Outlaws to finish off the year for the final points race on Saturday, then West Coast Nationals, and then we are full speed towards sprint car season. So 2021 is just really getting underway, and it's only going to get more exciting as we go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We'll see you in the next one. Deuces.